Good. All right, everybody. Welcome to another video tutorial on Kung Fu Panda Battle of Destiny. Today we're going to look at what I get questions all the time of what are some of the cards you have to have. What are some of the cards? I did a review of all the cards, and it was so long that probably, I mean, who's going to spend that much time to go through them all? I appreciate if you did, but what are the core cards? Let's cut to the chase. What are the cards that you have to have that are the best cards in the set? So we're going to go through them here, and we're going to do our best to kind of detail why they are good. You're just starting off. Burly Ox is not bad to have, but you want to replace them when you get better cards. It comes with a set, that's why you see that there's no gem color in the middle. Not a bad card to have early on and late game to stop them because it has a 3 health you're looking for. Not a bad card to have early on until you can replace them with something else, because it's just a good starting card. This is a great starting card as well. Now, people misplay it because they'll use it on turn 1. Now, again, remember, there is no gem in the center there, you see, so it comes with the set. These are cards that come with the set and commons, and I'll do some blues that I think are top-notch. So this is a very solid card. You want to use it late game or situationally to eliminate a threat. For example, let's say a Cold Tooth attacks, it's a 3/5, it hits your hero, it's a 3/3. You can use the Potbelly Bully's 1 damage to make it a 3/2 and then run the Potbelly Bully into it to clear the card. Or late game to clear a bigger minion. And so it's been known to fell many legendary cards. So we keep on going down. And if I don't highlight them, doesn't mean they're bad, it just means that I think these are the best cards you can pick. Here's some rain in the background. So, Firetail. Great card for pace and for punch. Use it early, use it at any time to get you some damage. It'll survive the initial attack on a hero, which makes it invaluable, and it comes with a set. Later on, you can upgrade that card to this one. This one's just the common card. But it's a common, has a white gem color in the center. The difference between this and the Firetail is that it has pushback. So you can use it early game to do a little damage, and late game, let's say you have a 3/10 crab, right? This will run into the 3/10 crab and make it drop its guard. Bunny Bowman, my favorite card of the set, even though it got nerfed in the last, or excuse me, changed in the last round of changes, it's still one of the best cards. It is one of the first cards you should craft, in my opinion. It's a blue, and so it costs, I don't know how much to craft, but it's worth every penny of it. Bunny Bowman is so good, even now, even though they hurt my heart. This one is a great common card to have if you're looking to build a control deck. This one will heal adjacent minions. It's a really good, I have him in almost all my control decks because he just heals and he's nasty, and if you can put health on top of him, it's even better. And he's a common, easy to craft. This card is beautiful. It is a little harder to craft, 1200 dust, but if you get the chance, it's worth crafting. It's a very, very good early game control-y card that you can put into, especially for Mantis. I have it in all my control decks because it has a high health pool, and also it has the bonus of removing 2 strength from an enemy warrior. And that is invaluable late game. So keep on going. Musical Mollusk is a beautiful opening. It comes with the game. Comes with it. The set. The beautiful card early on. You can replace it later, but it's still a great card at 2 cost. Radish Romper is another good card. It's a common. People are split on this. I know some people, like Nick, give me a shout out in the video here, don't like Radish Romper. I do. I like Radish Romper. It is a solid card. This is a good card. I don't use them except on the 1-turn kill deck, but it's a good card. This card I wouldn't necessarily craft right away unless you're looking at building my 1-turn kill deck, trademark. It's really good, and it will win. You get you a champion fast. You'll crush people. So if you really like that deck, you have to craft 2 of these. So keep on going. Trying to make this as long-winded as my other one. This is one of my favorite cards. It's a common card. I have it in every one of my decks simply because it does 3 damage and it has 6 health. If you've played Hearthstone, I equate this card to a Piloted Shredder because it is just awesome. It will clean up all the Gold Tooths that attack. So it eats Cold Tooths, it eats a lot of early game minions, high health pool, does significant damage. It is one of the best 3-drops in the game, and it's a common. This is the card that comes with the set, a 2/6, which is very good. And until you craft Butterfingers, that's the card you should use. But you see you get 1 extra damage from Careless Crocodile to Butterfingers. The only negative is it can't be equipped, but generally people don't run equipment decks anyway, so that's really not a negative. As we go down, Cold Tooth should be in every one of your decks, no questions asked. It's the best card that comes with the set. That's non-hero specific. It's just amazing. It's a 3-cost 3/5, and in Hearthstone, that just doesn't exist unless you have modifiers like Blackwing Technician. So it's beautiful. Grumpy Guard, I see a lot of people use it, and when you first start building decks, it is a great stopgap for you to catch your breath if you're getting assaulted and to set up some stuff behind it. It's a great card for early game when you're first building decks. This is a card that you should think about crafting if you're running against a lot of Shens, and you will. It stuns an enemy warrior, allowing you to take care and neutralize that warrior. It's a very good card. It's been pointed out to me, and I didn't even realize it. I have this card in literally every one of my decks. So along with Bunny Bowman, this is the second card I would craft. If I was crafting, what card should I craft in order? Number 1, Bunny Bowman. Number 2, the Allergist. Simply because it has a good health pool and gets stronger as you hit it. And that is invaluable. So Allergist is my second favorite card of the non-hero specific cards. Safety Goat I also crafted just because it has a high health pool. Now you got to remember, I'm more of a control-y type player. I like high health pool. You may be different. So this is my list, not necessarily something you should follow. But I would definitely, no matter what your list is, craft Bunny Bowman and the Allergist. So as we keep on going, this is one of the new cards that I hope to get at some point. It's a beautiful card. I think it's exceptionally powerful. Can't wait to get my hands on it, but I don't have it yet. This card is also very powerful. I wouldn't say craft it. That wouldn't be the first legendary I craft, but if you do get it, I would hold on to it. I think it has a chance to make some really nasty deck combinations with it. That's probably the next deck. That's probably the next legendary I'm going to craft. All right, so keep on going. This is a good one. This is a good card, a really good card. 4-cost 4/4 that does 2 damage when it goes away to the other side, which is really invaluable. I had him in all my decks for a very long time. A very good card. I'd craft at least one of these. This isn't every single deck I've played against. I've never used it. It's a good cost. It's a Chillwind Yeti from Hearthstone, and it's solid. This is a great card for control. One of the first legendaries I crafted for my Poe deck was this card, the Scroll Eater, just because it adds food, which synergizes well with Poe. If you're a Poe fan, you want to build a Poe deck, the Scroll Eater is almost a necessity, along with that first Celestial Spirit we saw. Scroll Eater and... Oh, sorry. Scroll Eater and Celestial Spirit are great Poe legendary combo cards. So we'll keep on going. And we'll keep on going here. This is a solid card. And before the patch, this was the Dr. Boom of the set, if you will. This was the must craft. This was the filthiest card imaginable. It was a 0/7, and it was cloaked, and it did 2 damage bottom line to every minion. It's been significantly reduced, but it's still a very good card, specifically in the new meta of the 1-turn kill Crane combo meta. Trademark. Simply one of the best cards ever in the set, period. 5-cost 5/4 that does 3 damage. It's a Blackwing Corruptor from Hearthstone. It is gross. It does not need anything in it to activate, unlike the Blackwing Corruptor. It is great. Champion. A very strong card. Anything with Furious is really good with high health. Nagging Nanny, again, furious, high health. It's good. It's just really solid. And then the Alpha and the Omega, the ultimate 5-drop that you should definitely craft if you don't have it. I'm skipping ahead, but I'll forget, is right here. This is simply the dirtiest card that you could do late game. It's a 4/7 with the Furious I mentioned, and it has Swift, which means it can hit and then go into defense. It is just, you have to have this card. This is Bunny Bowman. Now to recap, Bunny Bowman, the Allergist, and Tramplehorn are, and well, Goldtooth comes with the set, but of the ones that you would want to craft, Bunny Bowman, the Allergist, and Tramplehorn. And these are just whites and blues. These aren't like legendaries. Since the nerf to Zay Spies, there's really no legendary that I would say, man, you really need to craft it. However, if there was one, here's one of the new cards I got, Greenkeeper. It's a very good card. I can't wait to use it in my control decks. Of course, control, would you think I would not use it in control? And this is, I guess, if I would say there's a legendary that you could craft that has won me quite a few games, it's this one. It's just a solid, really solid legendary. It has Swift, which I like Swift, so it hits and then goes in defense, and they have to deal with it. So this would be, in my opinion, and I don't have all the legendaries, keep that in mind, but this would be, in my opinion, the best legendary to craft. No, I take that back. There's one better. There's one better legendary I can think to craft. This would be the second best legendary. So, we'll keep on going. This is a very good card. This is a very, very good card. It functions exactly like Tigress's sitter, babysitter, or kitten sitter. I forgot the name of the card. But when it gets hit, it spawns a 2/2 pet. Remember, if you heal it and you hit again, it will spawn another 2/2 pet. So it's continuous. So if you have something like in a control deck that can heal, you can keep on spawning 2/2 pets constantly with this card. It's a good thing to know. This is simply one of the dirtiest cards. This card I equate to Grim Patrons, if you've played. Okay, so as I'm doing this video, I'm also streaming, and Super Grover, you'll see this on yourself on the video. It's pretty. I don't know if it'd be cool. It's kind of neat to me. Anyway, Super Grover had a great point. He crafted a Flying Rhino because he followed my advice, and he loves it. I mean, it's just an amazing card. This card is basically the Grim Patron of Kung Fu Panda. If you're running Tigress and you love Tigress, you need to craft a Split Hairs. So let me get a scenario for you. The opponent has 3 creatures on the board. You play Split Hairs with Tigress's ultimate. You basically do Force of Nature Savage Roar. Game over. It's 5, 10, 15, 21 damage for 8 mana. Force of Nature Savage Roar, but better than that. So if you like Tigress, make a Split Hairs. You'd be happy you did. Okay, so keeping on going. This is in every basic deck, and it's a very solid card. It's just a very solid card. Until you get a legendary, you can keep it. And there's Tramplehorn. We're talking about Flying Rhino, the legendary. Okay, yeah, Flying Rhino. Sorry, I was thinking of this one. Match Flying Rhino is amazing. I love Match Flying Rhino, especially in conjunction with Tramplehorn. You just keep on doing Swift and Furious later on, and it's just too much offense for somebody to deal with. But the best legendary in the game, as far as I'm concerned, and I crafted it before I made a lot of these videos. I mean, after I made a lot of these videos, is Commander Vashir. So he's a 6/4, and that alone is great, and 6 costs. So you go out and you just punch something in the face. You can clear out a dangerous minion, or you can go to the opponent's face for 6. But the bonus is, when he dies, he leaves a 4/5 minion with Swift. That's ridiculous. It just is. It's just ridiculous. You can just hit somebody and hit somebody again. It's great. So Commander Vashir, in my opinion, is the greatest legendary in the game. Non-hero specific. That's key. Okay, keep on going. You know, if you're just starting the game and you're looking for the best taunter before you craft anything, you need to have a Safe Guardian in your deck at all times. That's your late game holding on for dear life, and can win you a lot of games, quite honestly, if they don't have a legendary or anything to deal with it. And keep on going. Now here, there's some legendaries that I have not crafted, so I can't give you a review on them. But some of the legendaries that I have my eye on, they're like, oh, that's pretty good. Master Croc is not as good as he was. It used to be 5 damage upon destroying, but that is a card I'm looking to craft for my Pest Control 2.0 deck, and that's one I'll probably add when I get the dust or get him some kind of way. Other than that, this card is nasty. I mean, this card is just nasty. It's a 4/7 with dodge, block, kickoff, guard. I mean, that's ridiculous. Like, I need this in my life. I don't have it yet, but that's just amazing. So Master Thundering Rhino. That's ridiculous. Now this is a card the creator, the game designer, told me about, and I'll be honest with you. When I looked at it, I was like, oh, this card is kind of horrible. It can't attack, it can't guard. And then he said scroll damage +4, and I still didn't really care, honestly. But when more cards start coming out, and there are current cards that would synergize really well with scroll damage, think of it as basically spell power +4. So if you have, I'm just thinking off the top of my head, pose thing that does 7 damage and now does 11, which is pretty nasty. So they've got to deal with it, which means I got to run stuff into it. Not only that, but let's say you have a 5/10, right? You play that new card, that the Greenkeeper, it blanks the text next to it, or you can blank it yourself with Blackout. It becomes a 5/10. So keep that in mind. And that's basically it for the common cards. I'm gonna go ahead and stop right there, and then I'll go into super or master specific cards next. Thank you for watching, and if you're here on stream, I'll keep on going. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Shifu the cards. If you're watching on, oh, okay, thanks. Yeah, no problem.